Thank you, everyone,
Okay.
for joining today's 2025 MLS Super Draft press conference. We are now joined by San Diego FC's inaugural head coach, Mikey Varas. Good afternoon, Coach. We'll open the floor to some questions from Zoom. As a reminder, please use the raise hand function on your Zoom and wait until you are prompted to unmute before asking your question. Before posing your question, please state your name and affiliation. We'll start first with Mark Ziegler, and then we'll go to Alejandro and Tony. Mark, you should be prompted shortly.
You got me?
Yep, coming across.
Mike, just give us some opening thoughts on your pick, particularly from the standpoint that obviously he's a younger guy, and you've talked a lot about wanting to have a younger type roster. It's sort of the core philosophy of the club.
Yeah, well, first and foremost, Manu hits the key profile of the club. He's a high talent, young player with amazing character and values. Ultimately, he's a he's a mix, but ball playing number six, someone who's going to help us implement our style of play in terms of taking initiative with the ball. But he's also got a tremendous growth mindset and a winner mentality, which is going to help us in our first year and growing the program.
Great. We'll go to Tony next.
Hello, Coach Mikey Varas. Tony Sanchez, San Diego Punto Football. Just wanted to get your take on as far as, a center defensive mid who's young, as you're mentioning here, a six. How does this fit into your particular scheme? Is this more of a development for the first team for later, or do you think he has the talent right now to get into competition off the get-go?
Yeah, first and foremost, his talent is really high, and he's a young player. He's done great in his college career. The next step is to seeing how he adapts. We're not going to limit anybody's story before we're out on the pitch together. Ultimately, what we have found is it takes a bit of time to adapt from the college game to the pro game, mainly because of how often the training is, how intense the training is. But what we know for sure is we have a top player in Manu, and we'll have a very individualized plan for him to make sure that we get him uh, um, performing for the team at the right moment and with a ton of confidence.
And then just a follow-up question. What are your thoughts on the super draft itself, on this opportunity and an arm to give younger players in the States some real life MLS opportunities, something that doesn't happen a lot in the rest of the world?
Yeah, the super draft is great. It's another pathway for players, and it's one that I personally respect and value a lot, and so does the club. At the end of the day, players coming through the academy, players coming through free agency, through the international window, the super draft provides another opportunity. So players who don't get signed right away and go the college pathway, it shows that your dreams can come true in a variety of different routes.
Go to Alejandro now.
Hey, Mikey, thank you for your time. Alejandro Señor with San Diego Punto Football. You mentioned Manu, obviously, as a six. Obviously, he's 6'4". Jep is one of your most experienced midfielders right now. What do you hope that Jeppe can teach Manu, or what do you also hope like Manu can learn from Jeppe?
Yeah, so I mentioned Manu's got a tremendous growth mindset. He's someone who's hungry to learn, and Yepe is a top leader. On top of that, we've also signed Annabelle Godoy, who's also a top leader, Panamanian captain, both tremendous players and huge, huge leaders in the locker room. So Manu's going to have like the best mentorship possible. And then on top of that, we're looking forward to learning from Manu also. It's not just the leadership teaching our young players, but our young players come with a brave and relentless spirit, and we're looking forward to learning from him as well.
We'll go to Chase Isidoro next, and then Amor Villa for the next question.
Hi, Coach. Chase Isidoro with KUSI and Fox 5 News here in San Diego. There's a lot of responsibility playing at the number six role. What did you see in Manu that made you guys confident enough to take him with the first pick to be that pivot in midfield?
Yeah, tremendous quality on the ball, creative in his ability to break lines, although we know that he has a whole nother level that we're going to be able to help him get to also. Imposing, 6'4", right? One of the first things is get an individual development plan to also help change his body, because his ceiling is so high. That's what's so exciting about him, and he's super talented right now. So overall, you want a player who can help you control the rhythm of the game with possession, but also in terms of pressing. And we feel he fits that profile great.
So we'll go to Amor Villa next.
Hi, coach. Thank you. Coach en español, gracias por su tiempo. Emor Villa para el diario AS de España. Háblenos de el por qué elegir a este jugador, Manu, un nuevo prospecto, ¿no? También del fútbol para ustedes, de cuáles son sus cualidades, desde cuándo lo siguen. Y no me gustaría hacer ninguna comparación, pero ¿a qué jugador le ve parecido, ¿no? O las condiciones de los jugadores que tenga, ¿no?
Sí, no, Manu, primero y principal, Manu es un contención, juega de número 6 en medio de la cancha, tiene un perfil físico muy bueno, se mueve muy bien, es alto, es agresivo, tiene mucha técnica, es un jugador elegante, pero a la misma vez guerrero, líder en su equipo universitario. Y lo mejor de Manu es que Manu todavía está bajo de construcción, tiene un techo muy alto y vamos a trabajar eh, bastante específicamente para que él llegue a un potencial muy alto. Y no sé, un jugador que yo diría, yo sé que Busquets es su favorito jugador, obviamente Busquets es un crack, es uno de los mejores de la historia, pero Manu tiene esta técnica para ser un jugador alto, tiene esta técnica que puede marcar diferencia.
We'll take our last question from Antonio Alvarez. Antonio, you should be able to unmute now.
There we go. I think so. Can you hear me now?
Yep,
Are we
come
good?
across. Yep.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Mikey, ¿qué tal? Buenas tardes. Igualmente te pregunto en español un poquito lo que ahorita comentabas con Emor sobre las características de Manu, pero ¿cómo ha sido ese proceso para ti sobre scoutear jugadores, ¿no? Sobre todo estos jóvenes que tienen mucho potencial y qué fue lo que le viste, ¿no? A Manu para decir, ok, él va a encajar en esta conformación de un plantel con muchos jóvenes, pero también muchos jóvenes con experiencia ya.
Sí, primero, mira, no se hace nada solo. Entonces, yo tengo un equipo de scouts de liderazgo acá que han seguido todos los jugadores universitarios por mucho tiempo. Entonces, tenemos un conocimiento muy profundo del grupo. Ese es el primer nivel, ¿no? Y después, cuando se va acercando me agregan, me muestran video, me muestran las virtudes, me muestran las áreas donde se puede mejorar. Y con Manu era muy, muy obvio que este es un jugador con tremendo potencial, un jugador que ya es bueno, pero que tiene mucho para donde puede mejorar. Y puede ser un jugador que domina en un par de años el MLS. Tenemos dos jugadores para empezar en Aníbal y en Yepe, que son veteranos que nos van a ayudar primer día, pero también tenemos un futuro muy brillante con un jugador como Manu. Técnicamente es muy bueno, muy inteligente, lee muy bien al partido y más encima tiene un tranco largo donde puede recorrer mucho la cancha fácilmente y tiene mentalidad de ganador para ganar pelotas y para ayudar al equipo.
Okay, we'll take one more question from Amor Villa. Amor, you should be able to unmute now.
Ok, thank you. Gracias, coach. Me gustaría preguntarle qué piensa del calendario de la próxima temporada, ya que lo tiene, cómo lo estaba trabajando y pues cómo está ese camino.
Sí, el calendario es excelente. En la vida tomas lo que la vida te pide. Y la vida nos está pidiendo un calendario para empezar como un equipo nuevo, bastante fuerte, con equipos muy buenos. Y cuando ya empiezas con el campeón de la liga fuera de casa, primera fecha, y después juegas en altura, juegas contra Saint Louis, que es un equipo de presión alto, juegas contra Columbus, que fue el campeón el año pasado. Nuestra mentalidad es, esto es bueno. Nosotros queremos probar contra los mejores, queremos jugar contra los mejores y queremos mostrar el coraje que tenemos para jugar el fútbol que queremos contra los mejores. Entonces nosotros muy animados, muy motivados para esto.
Excelente. Y sobre su suéter, ¿es de Baja? Eh, ¿Alguna alusión para Baja California o qué significa este suéter que tiene?
No, nosotros siempre queremos ser una reflexión de la comunidad. Nosotros estamos acá para la gente, no para nosotros, no para el club empieza y termina con la gente involucrada, los jugadores, gente del pueblo y bueno, SD Baja es un compañía que tiene un local que trabaja con juveniles en los barrios, en todo San Diego y en México también y nosotros un orgullo para representarlos y hacer lo mejor para ellos.
Exciting stuff. Well, congratulations again on being selected number one overall. We'll start with Tony Sanchez from Zoom. Tony, you should be able to unmute now.
Hello, Manu. Tony Sanchez, San Diego Punto Football. First of all, congratulations on the first overall selection. Coach Mikey Varas was actually talking about sort of your play style and profile. Can you take us a little bit into what style you like to operate there in the six? He was mentioning that one of your favorite players was Busquets, and just kind of take us through what you like to see on the field. And if how is the program as a fellow gaucho there?
Um, so talking about Busquets, he's like my really, really favorite player. I like his style of play, and that's the most that I really get from him by learning how he plays. Just one more thing that I've added is like I'm more athletic than Busquets. That's the only difference, but he's like really, really good, you know. So I like his style of play. I like how they build through him. So I like teams that really, really like building through the six. And I feel comfortable just like he does. I make sure like there's no much pressure. I want to always control the tempo of the game for my team. And that was what I did for UCSB by controlling the game tempo. I know when to go fast, when to slow games down, and how to keep the ball as well, just like Busquets does.
Great. We'll go to Mark Ziegler next. Mark, you should be able to unmute.
Thank you. A couple questions. How familiar are you with the Right to Dream Academy in Ghana? And is there a comfort level coming to a project that is so linked to your home country?
So first of all, I did not play for Right to Dream. I'm from New Life Academy, and the lifestyle there, how they play is just by building from the back. They like to put the ball on the ground, not like kicking the ball long that much. But we play games, so it was mostly built through the sixes, and the whole team tries to give the six like much confidence, put their trust in the six, and make sure he's like good enough and comfortable, and keep the ball for them. So with that, that's how like I've been. But I wasn't playing for Right to Dream. I played for New Life Academy. Yeah.
And obviously the team has two veteran sixes already in Hepe and Anibal. What's your expectations in terms of playing time in the first season, or do you look upon this more as a long-term project that maybe you'll get on the field consistently in years 2 and 3?
I know there's already two big time sixes there, and I'm ready to learn from them, but I don't see this as a long time thing. I see it's like I'm gonna get playing time when I humble myself and learn from those sixes already there. I can add more to my game and then improve and also have playing time. Yeah.
Great. We'll go to Chase Isidoro next.
Hi, Manu. This is Chase Isidoro from KUSI and Fox 5 News here in San Diego. First off, congratulations. You went first overall. What does that mean to you after you look back on all the hard work you've put in your whole life that you get to be picked the first out of anybody coming out of college in this MLS Super Draft?
It really, really means a lot to me. From all the hard work, I never had a dream that I'm gonna be the number one pick. But through God, everything is possible. And now that I'm here, the job is not done yet. There's a new chapter that I actually need to focus and work hard on that. But I'm really, really excited. I never thought I would ever get here, but through God, I am here right now, and I want to say a big thank you to God. Yeah.
We'll take our next question from Amor. Amor, you should be prompted to unmute.
Hi, thank you. This is Emor Villa from Diario AS from Spain. Congratulations, Manu. And I want to ask you, what does it mean for you to have the opportunity to play with Chucky Lozano? I know the biggest star that you're going to have in the team. And if you speak Spanish, I don't know if you can try a little, only, if you have some.
Um, I don't know that much Spanish, but I'm down. I'm really down to learn Spanish, like learn from them. Like I know they're gonna also be happy to teach me. I only know a few words, hola, ¿cómo estás? Muy bien. Just words to get me out from some situations. But I'm really, really happy to play with them. Like they are all big stars, and I had the dream was to start playing with big players, and now it's a dream come true that I'm gonna be playing with Lozano, and I'm really, really excited. Like I can't wait to meet him exactly. Yeah.
We'll take our next question from Antonio Alvarez, and then we'll wrap up with a question from Daniel Ole.
Thank you, Manu. Congratulations on being selected first overall. That's a huge accomplishment already in your young career. I got to ask you a bit. Well, your Spanish so far great, by the way, but just asking you about coming to a team in a city and a county that's really proud about the different cultures and, of course, different backgrounds on every team. But in this one in particular, they're everyone's showing their pride here in San Diego about the different cultures and background. Now that you're coming here, like we talked about with a Mexican player, with people from Europe, yourself, what does that say about what San Diego is building and that you are now a part of it? And how motivated are you to be part of an organization like this that are showing exactly that the proud background from many of the people that are already part of this organization like you?
So ever since that I got to the US, I've been in a place where it's like different culture. My first high school that I came here, done school, it was different culture. It was people all over the world, some from Europe, from Africa. So it was different. But then we all learned from each other. So coming to a background like that, like I'm really, really excited, and I'm ready to learn from other people, like their culture and everything. And I know they will also be happy to learn from my culture. They will be happy to learn from what I know most from Ghana, and I'll be also excited to learn from them. So ever since I came to the US, it has been like different cultures to me. So for that, I'm always ready, and I'm always excited to learn from other people and how their culture is. Yeah.
Awesome. We'll take our last question from Daniel. Daniel, you should be prompted to unmute.
Hola Manu, ¿cómo estás? This is
Muy
Daniel
bien, ¿y
Olea.
tú?
Bien, bien. Daniel Olea from Zona Deportiva. Uh, in a follow-up of my fellow Mexican journalist question, how do you see learning from Chucky Lozano with someone with too many accomplishments in Europe or maybe with Mexican national team? And what's you think is going to be like in your fitting your playing style according with the coach having talked to you? How do you see you feel like the approach in the field with the other players?
So with that, I'm really excited to play with him. He has made a lot of accomplishment, and now is my time. This is the beginning of my new chapter, and I want to get to the place that he is right now. That's the dream. Like play just like he did, get to the higher level that like he did. So like I'm ready to learn from him, like ready to learn, like just know everything, how he got there, and try to work hard. Everything that he did to get there, I want to be able to also do that. And the style of play, I mean, I've watched him play a lot, and then I know a little bit. But in terms of that, I think from practice, we will all get to know each other, know how each other plays, and I feel like from that, like that will be a good way to start and know how each other play and play with him alongside. Like, but I'm really really excited to play with him.
Awesome. With that last question, we will conclude today's press conference. Thank you and congratulations again, Manu, on being selected #1 overall in this year's Super Draft. And good luck this season playing for San Diego.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Awesome. And folks, thank you to all those who attended today's press conference. We will have a recording of today's press conference going out later today with sound bites from both Mikey Varas and Manu Duah.